Hey guys, a little bit overdue at this point, but I just wanted to make a short video highlighting my pre-med journey, specifically over the 2025 to 2026 application cycle, including my application, like my GPA, my MCAT, my kind of extracurriculars, as well as where I interviewed at and where I'm going to be ending up over this next year. So what I'm going to go through next just has to do with my application itself. For example, my stats, my extracurricular hours. So you guys kind of have kind of a rough standing of where I was as an applicant when I applied in. And these were all hours that I did. I won't include the projected hours because I know that medical schools usually don't look at projected hours quite as much as they do the ones that you've already completed. So I had a 4.0 GPA when I applied, as well as a 521 MCAT during application. And my MCAT breakdown was 130, 130, 130, 131. So the 131 being in the psych soc section and 130 being in the rest of the sections. So I had about 500 clinical hours during the application time, and this was split at doing a few things, doing a free clinic, doing some event EMT work, and doing some hospice work. I also worked as a caregiver for a little bit of time as well, and that was also clinical hours, depending on who you ask. And another thing is I had about 1,500 research hours at this point, with some two publications, two lower author publications. And I also won a research scholarship before application as well that I put in my application. And I had about 400 non-clinical volunteering hours. And this was done at this food bank as well as this resale store that I worked at for a little bit. I had some leadership positions as well, which are very, very important. I had a position TAing for biology, for chemistry, as well as leading this summer camp kind of program for incoming college students, as well as a pretty high up board position in a local nonprofit near me. And those are basically my stats. So you guys have a good understanding of the kind of applicant that I was going in. So over the months of July through October, I ended up receiving 8 interview invites. And these interview invites included schools like West Virginia, U Chicago, NYU, OHSU, USF Morsani, Vanderbilt, Boston University, and University of Arizona Phoenix. And I attended all the interviews. Most of the interviews I got, though, came during the August and September wave, with 1 or 2 in July, and I only received 1 in October, which was Arizona, the very last one. So following my interview invites, I started going to the interviews, and like I said before, I attended all the interviews, and I got post-interview invite rejections from some, and I got waitlisted from most of them. However, I did receive 1 acceptance in December, the very first batch of acceptances from them, from Vanderbilt. And I'm very, very glad that I received this acceptance because I feel like this school was definitely the school that fit me the best. They were definitely the most friendly, at least in my opinion, during interview day. And I think that if I could have just gotten 1 acceptance, especially out of all the places I interviewed at, I was really hoping for Vanderbilt, and it actually happened. So following that, I ended up withdrawing from all my wait lists as well. And I'll try to show my kind of Sankey scheme on screen right here. Sorry, that was a little bit of a mouthful. so that you guys can kind of take a look and analyze exactly every school that I applied at as well. And yeah, I just want to thank you guys for kind of listening here, just kind of supporting my YouTube channel, seeing the pre-med journey. Hopefully I'll make some more content as a medical student, probably come up with some educational content as I learn medicine, because I just really like kind of sharing stuff with people and teaching people. Thank you for listening.